All right, there's 3 big mistakes that I see people make when it comes to starting their fitness journey, or I guess I should say why people fail their fitness journey, right? One is relying on motivation, which I speak about this all the time. 2 is making it optional, like not treating it like it's a mandatory thing, right? And 3, which this is usually the biggest one, this is what gets everybody, is not building your plan and your program around your life. You think that you're gonna adjust your entire life to be based around your new fitness goal, and that's what's causing you to fall off a lot of the times. That's why all the New Year's resolutioners fall off most of the time, is because they make this fucking massive change overnight, rearrange their entire fucking life, and you could only sustain that for so long. You can't just expect to fucking go balls out on day 1 and carry that through. I mean, so I'd say there's probably about 1% of people that go about it that way that actually continue, right? But so we'll address the first one. Relying on motivation, it's just always going to fail you. And I speak about this way too much to even go into depth on it, but emotion can't be tied to the fucking result, right? You can't be tied to the process. Like, there's going to be days where you just fucking hate everything and you don't want to do any of it. And then there's going to be days where you love everything and you're fucking pumped to go to the gym and you're pumped to eat your fucking chicken and rice. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter which day it is. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. Like, the process is the process on either of those days. And you have to treat it as such. When you remove emotion and motivation from the equation completely, like, your life gets a whole lot fucking easier, all right? Number 2 is not treating it like it's mandatory. And I want you to think about something, right? And this actually goes hand in hand with the motivation aspect too. You don't have to be motivated to wake your ass up and go to work every day. Like, there's not days where you're like, I mean, there is. Honestly, fucking sick days, I get it. But, like, for the most part, you don't want to wake up at 5 in the morning and go to fucking work, but you do it because that's what you have to do to make money and provide for your family and keep a fucking roof over your head, right? Like, it's just a mandatory part of your life to where it doesn't really matter if you're motivated or fucking not. You have to get up and do it because you have to. And you not treating your fitness the same way is fucking you up. You treating your fitness as something like, I guess I could, but actually, you know what? I don't feel like it today, so I don't have to. You need to stop doing that. You need to treat the shit like a job. Treat your fitness goals like it's your job, and you won't fail, okay? And then, number 3. This, like I said, this is the biggest one. Building your fitness around your life is what is a sustainable approach to this. You cannot build your life around your fitness unless you're like a fucking professional athlete, or you're trying to be a fucking influencer or something along those lines, all right? Because the reality is, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you work a lot, you have a family, you have responsibilities, you have all the other real shit in life, and you can't afford to not have a program and a plan that fits your life directly, that you could plug into your life. Fitness is not supposed to consume you. It's not supposed to take over your entire life and everything you do, right? It's supposed to supplement your life. It's supposed to make your life better. The quality of your life becomes better because of fitness. If you notice something different, if you notice the quality of life decreasing, you're doing something fucking wrong, right? And that's such a big mistake that people make. And like I referred to the resolutioners earlier, is you try and make these drastic changes where you're like, all right, dude, I'm fucking locking in now. I'm going to the gym 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. I'm doing an hour of cardio every day. I'm eating chicken and broccoli every meal. I'm not going out anymore. I'm not hanging out with anybody anymore. I'm not going on date nights with my wife. I'm not going out to pizza with the kids. Like, none of this shit, dude. Locked in. You're fucking gonna fail. You're gonna fail, dude. Like, it is so important that you actually pan out for a second and think about what you can sustain over a long period of time. If you can sustain it for 4 weeks and then it's too much for you to do, it's not a good fucking plan. If you can sustain this, when you think about it, like, all right, when my motivation runs out, which it's gonna fucking happen, and way sooner than you think it's gonna, what am I able to commit to sticking to for a long period of time? So if that's 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days, whatever the fuck it is in the gym, cool. Because the reality is you can make a whole shitload of progress going to the gym 3 days a week for less than an hour at a time. Okay, but you cannot think in the short term. You have to pan out and say, what am I able to commit to for the rest of the year, right? And then you have to say, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make small adjustments to my diet in order to fit my life, right? And then you make those adjustments little by little. You don't just go straight to fucking chicken and broccoli. Like, that's never gonna, or keto or carnivore. Like, it's not gonna fucking work long term for you, dude. And even if you are able to stick to that, being like, I've lived this life. I've lived the life of just complete and utter discipline. I did it for fucking years, right? Where I would not break. I would not break my diet. I wouldn't do shit. All I gave a fuck about was fitness. And to be honest with you, I missed out on a lot of good things because of that. And I regret not doing certain things that I should have been doing with my wife, with my kids, with friends, because I was in that mentality of like, I can't ever fucking break. And now I'm actually able to do the things that I want to do with them while still making the results that I want to make, right? Like, it is possible to build your program around your life. And that's honestly, that's what you need to do if you actually want to sustain this for more than 3, 6, 12 months, right? Like, because the goal is to make this a lifestyle, to make this a lifelong thing where you're always in shape, you're always healthy. And if you can't fit your real life into that program, you're not going to sustain it. I could fucking promise you you're not. I promise you. It's not going to happen. You need to pan out and look at, all right, realistically, when can I train without sacrificing the quality of my life, without missing a bunch of time with my kids, without missing a bunch of time with my wife, without letting it consume me? How can I eat? How can I structure my diet to where I'm getting my protein in, I'm hitting my correct macros, but I'm still able to go to Friday night dinner with my wife, I'm still able to go out to ice cream with my kids? How can I incorporate my steps into my day so that I'm not having to spend an hour on the fucking treadmill at 5 p.m. when I should be sitting down for dinner with my kids and my wife, right? Like, that's how you have to think about things. You have to program it around you, around reality. Because if fitness is taking over the quality of your life, it's not fucking worth it. We're doing this, we're in this game to make our lives better, not to fucking pull from it, right? So, just my 2 cents on what I think the top 3 things are of why people fail and how you should go about fixing them. And the reality is, the results you make don't fucking matter if you lose them right after. If you get shredded in 3 months, in 6 months, over the year, but you did it with a plan that you can't sustain and you go back to your old habits after, because that's the other part of this. People don't understand that getting the results is the easy part. It really is, dude. I know, like, you might not believe that right now if you're in the middle of it, but it really is. Holding on to those results is a million times harder. So if you make those results in 3, 6, 12 months, but you aren't able to sustain them, your plan didn't fucking work for you.